The streets of Korea are lined with blooming cherry blossom trees, and everyone is out enjoying the nice weather. The petals have fallen from the trees and blanketed the ground in pink. It's spring in Korea, and it's time for the Culture Cherry Blossom Festival. Hello, my name is not important, and this is my channel. Join me on my adventures as I explore Korea and learn about its language, food, culture, and so much more. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 8 a.m. Arizona time. This festival has been an annual event since 1994, and it's one of the most famous festivals in all of Korea. Even though the main festival is only 2 days, the entire week surrounding the peak bloom is considered Festival Week, and there are events going on every day. This year's festival was held from April to the 10th, and the main event was held on the 8th and the 9th. The cherry blossoms were expected to reach their peak bloom on the 7th. But due to the recent heavy rains, they had to postpone it by about 3 days. This is the first time that the peak bloom was postponed after 8 years. Every year when the Korean Cherry Blossom Festival comes around, people from all over the world plan their trips around it. And if you're planning to visit, keep in mind that accommodation prices can double or even triple during this time. If you want to visit during the festival, then make your reservations well in advance because they fill up fast. I got really lucky this year because my friend's family was visiting from America, and they were able to snag 2 hotel rooms next to each other. So thank you guys for that. For the first day of the trip, we decided to go to Yongsan District. There were several reasons why we chose to go here. First off, my friend wanted to take his mum to see the National Museum of Korea, which is located in Yongsan. Secondly, there were a lot of street food stalls set up around the area. And thirdly, we heard that the cherry blossoms were really beautiful near the Han River. The train ride from Seoul Station to Han Yongchon Station took around 20 minutes. When we arrived, we walked over to Itaewon, which is known as a multicultural area with lots of foreigners living there. As soon as we got out of the subway, we could already feel the festive atmosphere. There were several booths set up selling food, drinks, and festival goods. We walked down the street a bit and found our first snack, which was a $2 corn dog. I thought this would be similar to the corn dogs I tried last month, but I was very wrong. These corn dogs use hot dogs and they batter them before frying, so they were a little bit greasy, but they were super tasty and I loved it. We kept walking until we saw a $3 grilled rice paper. This was my first time trying a grilled rice paper, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. They kind of felt like regular gimbap, but it had a crunchier texture and a better taste. I think it was because they put cheese in it. Next up, we headed towards the Han River. On the way there, we passed by some amazing street art, and I couldn't resist taking some pictures. Once we got to the river, we saw tons of people sitting on the grass, having picnics and just relaxing. There was also a stage where they were having live music performances. At this point, we were starting to get a little hungry, so we decided to get some lunch. There was a $5 stall that had bibigo, which is a fast food Korean restaurant. I ordered myself a 3-piece chicken set, which came with a small box of rice. The meal was pretty good and it tasted exactly the same as if I went to a restaurant. Overall, I spent around $13 for the entire day, and I thought that was pretty reasonable considering how close it was to the subway station. Also, I think it is important to note that it was a weekday, so a lot of the food stalls weren't open yet. On the second day of the trip, we headed over to Yoido, which is known for its beautiful cherry blossom-lined walking path. In order to get there, we rode the subway to Yoido Station. When we got out, we headed straight towards the river and immediately saw rows and rows of cherry blossom trees. I had never seen so many in one place, and I was in awe. The petals had also fallen onto the ground, and it looked like everything was covered in pink confetti. It was truly magical. There was a big walking path along the river, so we started walking towards the Olympic Park. As we walked, we stopped at a few photo booths to take some pictures. You've probably seen these before, but basically you insert money, and then you can print out photos with different borders and stickers. My favorite part is picking the sticker. We then continued walking through the park and reached the Yoido Hangung Bridge. From there, we were able to get a nice view of the Han River and all of the cherry blossoms. At this point, it was lunchtime, so we decided to grab some food at the nearby food hall. I ordered a $6 spicy rice cake. It had this awesome chewy texture, and the sauce. Super addictive. I also grabbed a $2 Americana such, a nice switch from my usual hot chocolate. After lunch, we headed back to the station to explore more of Seoul. We wandered into this adorable market and found a cute cat cafe. I grabbed a $3 latte, which was pretty tasty. They had a ton of cakes, but I was too full to try any. While sipping my drink, I spotted a bunch of cats on the second floor and couldn't resist checking them out. It turned out that it was a separate cat cafe and it cost an extra $3 to enter. But it was totally worth it because look at all of these cute cats. One of the cats even rubbed against me while I was petting her. I think she liked me. After the cat cafe, we headed to Myeongdong, which is known for its shopping and street food. On the way there, we stopped at a $1.50 shaved ice, and this thing was massive. I bet they could have easily charged $3 for this. It had a really refreshing taste, but it wasn't anything special. I do wish they gave you more toppings though. Then we stopped at a $1 fish cake. I got the half and half, which had both boiled and fried fish cakes. I enjoyed the chewy texture of the boiled ones and the crispy fried ones. The sauce was also really good. And finally, I grabbed a $3 green tea ice cream. I love the minty taste of green tea, so this was a really good dessert option. It didn't really taste like mint though. After this, we checked out some of the shops in Myeongdong before heading back home. Overall, I spent around $14 for the entire day. I know this isn't really a lot, but keep in mind that I did share some of the food with my friends. If you're ever in Korea during the Culture Cherry Blossom Festival, I highly recommend checking it out. Just keep in mind that it gets super crowded, so if you're claustrophobic, then it might not be the best idea to go. It's also really hard to find a parking spot, so you might want to just take the train there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought. If you want to see more videos of me exploring Korea, then make sure to subscribe. Until next time,